It might be live right now. In which case, I was not prepared, but we're in. We're in right now. I guess this is a situation. Um, there we go. One more thing I must do, and then I shall hopefully begin. Hopefully you're all here. Hopefully, one Mississippi, two. Um, hmm. Well, that's good. I don't know where I put them. It's all good. I'm doing pretty great. There's a lot of great things that have been going on, and a lot of questionables, and I'm trying to keep myself as focused on just what's going on. Staying focused on the goal, and I'm gonna break that down. Hopefully, it hasn't started yet, but it definitely might have. Window capture. Perfect. There we go. Everyone's getting a rough. How do you do this? Well, okay. It'd be cooler if it was. And if I could just do that. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is what I was trying to do. Okay. Now. I'm not sure. I have no idea, Jafar. I have no idea. I'm going to, what's going on, Kiefer? Here we go. I got the whole entire party going on in here. I've been taking care of business. There's a lot of different goals and objectives I've been able to kind of assess this past couple months, and I really want to kind of just break down kind of the whole spiel on things that have helped me evolve and things that have made me have to assess my life and situation of what has been going on and what's going on now when it comes to higher perspective. And I've been keeping a journal. It's been very helpful for staying on track with things, because I notice I get too stuck in the weekly, where you're too busy. And let me know if you guys can hear me well. Where you get stuck in living everything week by week and not trying to see the bigger picture of situations, and kind of having the microwave effect where you're just kind of throwing in, I hope that this all comes and works out right and is successful. And you can keep producing content back to back to back. Let's see if this can see me a little bit better. I'm chilling. I'm straight relaxing. But I've seen that I've been in haste with too much of situations, and I've worked with many. Well, I've now officially worked with 4 different animal totems, and the animal totems have taught me so much about my perspective of things, and showing me more of the people who I care about and who are in my life, and helping me see long time goals instead of the because I've been just trying to go get one little worm, and birds can't always. Now some birds like geese, get goose, can survive winter, but some other ones are not able to do that. They're too busy just hmm I'm just gonna keep going on. I just had an ADHD moment. It's all good. You just go on a little rant. But how are you doing, Jafar? How are you doing, Kiefer? 86. I'm gonna make sure anyone who's inside of here is over on the right page. All right. I've noticed that. Yeah, Jafar, 100%. I actually have now a couple journals, and I never understood. Like, I don't even have a dream journal yet, but this one's good for my ideas and then transfer because I'm now working towards a big major goal. I've been making the music, and I enjoy doing it, but I like to see things come back too, in the sense of, like, if I'm putting in work for something, and I'm not seeing any residual, like, impact or me being able to grow in certain ways. I was so hyper focused on dropping content on Facebook and YouTube, and just making it nonstop. But I realized, it can be stressful because you can't control everything in life. And currently, I don't have as much free time as I would like to. And all my free time I do have is usually, plugged into getting to the gym, go doing some meetings for this show I'm making. Yeah, it's not going to be launched for a while. Probably about 5 or 6 months, but I'm really excited about that. I'm ready to take that to the next level, and just kind of keep upgrading myself and everything. How's everything been for both of you? Have you kept your magic going? Kept on growing? Yeah, dream. That's the thing. Some of my dreams are really crazy. I actually, for some reason, I have a really big fear of snakes. As a kid, I grew up and I loved them. I love snakes so much. And as I got older, though, I mean, I was chased around by different reptiles from friends and family, and I'd always get teased. So I think that's a part of it, and maybe a past life thing. And I'm just trying to, understand it and then eventually overcome it. Because when I look at the snake now, I think of the snake and eagle, and it's the war god, and then the god of wisdom, and those type of outlets. And so I'm like, why do I have this fear? Which is also why I love to do ayahuasca. So I'd have to really have to face that fear straight up. Like, no, there's no getting around this over here. But I just and I had some dreams with some. And I don't know, it was kind of gross. I felt a little bit weird when I woke up. Ooh, wow, Jafar, you're popping off over there. That's kind of crazy. Think about, I mean, the elites and everything else. When it comes to different families and stuff that are that could be gurus or people running the Vatican or the sacred blood of the family. Those type of things are definitely occurring. That's actually something that, like, oh yeah, oh, you had him run up on you in the yard. Oh no. Oh, see, that'd get me too nervous. I'd be terrified. I'd be absolutely terrified. In the dream, they were like this big, and I didn't even want to hit them. I didn't even want to hit them. But I, well, oh well, snakes. I can say it's a wisdom. I realize, there's all these other things going on, and some might think it's crazy to, look, you look into the family lineages and you try to find what history actually happened, and then to try and decipher what's real, what's not real, because there's the mainstream, like, history of things, and there's other types of history, and the more you look back, I mean, it just looks like either our whole history and who we are as the humanity is really kind of, it's a false story. It's a narrative to put us down these like niches of keeping our mind focused on this thing, this news, and then people dividing within their family or the mistrust of things and through people and situations along those lines. And searching for the truth, I think, is probably the most, well, it's the most empowering thing for sure. But, it makes me just want to be my best self and try and figure out what I can eat. And, I'm about to get a filter for my shower to make sure the fluoride doesn't get on me and get in my skin and such. Because, like, within the Nazi camps, they did that over in Germany. And it was, it's pretty. If they're doing it back then, then they're probably doing that and more right now. There were some words. How to shoot. And it's the big thing that I'm still working with the hawk. And it's made me have to view things to huge modes. I'm seeing my yearly goals way more now. And I don't know if either of you have worked with any animal spirits or anything along those lines. And been able to actually see results with it. It's been pretty incredible, to be honest. From the goose, I have some review videos on that, but from the goose, kind of seeing like you have to know where you're gonna fly and where you want to fly, and then see who you care about and will stand up for and be there for. And then the turkey vulture helping to get rid of some death essence within myself. And the raven making me see things psychically more intense. And the hawk has made me change my perception of things so much. And I'm realizing how much more steps and more things I need to go after and who I am as a person. Well, crows are definitely messengers, and I would call out the one. When I say a totem, I can use the master key, draw that up, made by J.S. Garrett, and connect to the energy of the spirit head of that chain, that lineage of, that bird, like the sacred beast of the crow. And then you just call out to them, and they'll definitely start teaching you things. The raven was really intense. Like, it for sure made my instincts to another level of being able to have flashes of what was going to happen throughout my day and such. And I just think the animals are incredible. And, like, I didn't start that current until I started working with the master key in the first place, and my workings with Shinyaza, and even that whole thing, it's all been this nonstop defining and redefining who I am and what I'm trying to go toward and go after, and I feel extremely blessed. Today I was actually able to finally get the studio cleaned up, fixed up, and more episodes written for this show because I love the music I make and the podcast and the information to give out to people and help people as much as I possibly can. But I also know, when it comes to time, being able to make things come back and work for you. And that's why I remember being on DH's podcast with him and JD and EA, and one of the things that they all said, and what I totally agree with is, if you want to become self-employed, you have to start doing your job and that other job, and then by balance, so eventually you can do the flip. And I thought I was able to do that flip a lot. I thought I was going to be able to pull off a lot quicker, and be able to have so much extra time. But in reality, the flip for finding the right place, the right house, the right things and such, like everything takes a lot more times. Let me read this chat. Still, figure out loud. We're gonna assume that simply fine. No, well, what is a riddle, if you don't mind? I'm very interested in hearing the riddle of the situation. Riddle me that. But it is very universal. That's the thing I love about it. From any of the master spirits, which all of them have been awesome, like a master spirit of animals, intimidating but awesome, or any of the watchers, or even just 200 names of 5 letters each. Whoa. I don't know. Maybe that's all their names, but that one makes I can see all of them having a 5 letter name. Honestly, I really kind of see that. Uh, yeah. I the master key. It's just or in the source itself. Sometimes I'll draw that out and then I'll just see it as like an energy ball basically. So I put my intent into it, and then I can end up sending my intention into that to making it basically source energy, and then burn it, and then that go out to the universe, and that's pretty awesome. I just like it so universal, and sometimes you have to do things on the fly, and other times you'll not be able, to do things on the fly because I guess it really depends. Like if you can really put your intent and have imagination and put that feeling into something, definitely, definitely. But yeah, that I've been doing that here and there. Artists each related to the groups, but no versus groups of 200 have the right number of layers to work with. Like, let's see if I Shempo Hararush. Huh, good thing. See, that's a. I have been reading the Simon Necronomicon, just like reading every single spirit, and I decided to work with one. And instead of just making it a monthly, I'm gonna make it a whole year. And Lagala Bludader. Wow, see, you see what I'm saying? It's like, wow, dude, really nailing that. But he's been tremendous. I can't wait to make a video about that. But that's probably gonna be, a little bit longer away. That's been pretty doggone incredible. And then I've just been staying with the hawk and doing that, and that's really kind of been the focus right now because I didn't want to add any other being or anything like that. I just wanted to stay with these particular ones and see what ends up taking me because back in the day you might not be able to see all of the coincidences and synchronicity that is going on while you're going about your magical journey, and you won't be able to understand them or read them. And then as you get more attuned into how the universe speaks back to you, through people or through animals and all that, then you feel like, okay, this really works. But that's that it definitely takes time. It definitely takes time. And sometimes things go over my head, and I definitely make mistakes. That's for doggone sure. I mean, I just today, have my whole entire paradigm kind of hit, and realizing things at a new angle. And I realize I make mistakes too, and it's about just all of us overcoming those things and stop being stuck in the same repetitive patterns, and just don't weigh the bad. And so I just never want to over summon things, because I used to do that a lot. I'd be doing so many workings at once. It's like, oh wow, okay. Ooh, can you distinguish who's doing what? What is working? What's not working? And it's like, all right, well, get a journal. But yeah, short term and long term, also goes when it comes to, what magical path or journey are you on, or do you want to work that job, or is this just a stepping stone into your future, your life? Is your relationships that you put your time into? Are you investing your heart? Are you investing your time and your whole being to them? Like all these things, your art you do. I used to, I actually wanted to start playing games and then get paid for it for like Twitch or whatever, but I can't put my whole heart into games all the time. Heck, I can sometimes barely be entertained with it for the next 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes, okay. And, I like detaching from all electronics and all that, and I realize long term, short term. Would I rather rush to do this or that, or would I want to stretch? Make sure I'm drinking water. Make sure I'm keeping track of what I'm eating. Staying on it. And one of the things I've learned from Lagu Labrador is I appreciate you, dude. Um, Kind of like instead of like being like let's say there's a target in front of me here, 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 and here, whatever. Focusing and then boom, and then looking boom, boom, boom. It's more such as like shutting your eyes, feeling where all of them are, and then all at once out of you, boom, hitting them all is a flow. And that goes into your eating, that goes into your taking care of your body, and just the regiment of things. And like I said, I know these principles and these other things, but I'm not perfect at following all of them. That's this season. 'Tis the season. So much candy. It's okay. I'm gonna do better. Definitely gonna do better. Each group is related to no verse. Those group at 200 have the right number of the Stargate thing. Just takes looking at. Oh, the Stargates. I think we're going to be able to do interplanetary jumping. I really do. I was listening to some Joe Rogan, and there's some scientists, and this is on sci-fi stuff and all that, like where if you're trying to get like way over here in the universe, and then like you're here, you should be able to find the perfect place to be able to do a straight shot to get to it super quick instead of going through things and be able to hyperdrive. I don't know how they would do that, but I'm definitely open to seeing what happens, seeing where we take things. The dividing that's going on, and I know everyone here has seen it, through all the people who are around us, to, the government, what's really going on, is this, I Am Legend, no, I'm going to say it's a movie, I Am Legend. They make a cure for cancer, and they start putting it in people, and it ends up twisting their DNA 3 years later. And Hollywood does like to do things and show you what they're going to do to the whole entire masses. And that's a great, huge ritual which they perform to the media and the whole world on the black screen televisions. Huge spell work going on. And then all the religion and all those other things where it's within the system. It's like Christmas is a time where corporations get way money because everyone's going to start paying all of this money in the system to buy these material gifts, and it's just all money. It's just all a bunch of money things, and I don't want to necessarily like Thanksgiving. Yeah, if we look at what exactly that is, the situation, it could be offensive, but it could also be a way of being different. You take that holiday to be like, wow, this happened, but we need to show love to the world, and I'm also going to be grateful for what I have and the people here. I think it's just taking things that are offensive or hurt ourselves and changing our perception. To move blocks you have. He said he had a ritual doing that. I want to do that. I am so myself. You know, I think that all you would have to do is just draw it out, and then you can blood it if you want. I typically like to blood it, honestly. It's a master key, because then I feel like, all right, empowered. Or Add a little bit of the salt water to it. This stuff is really great. This stuff is phenomenal. I'm just going to put it on just because it's right here. It's incredible. I'm very thankful for this, but I put a few drops sometime. Then just put your intent into it. And having that intent, like, please, Shimiaza, have the Watchers able to assist me in removing blocks within me, and having the strength to overcome, like, the struggle which it will take, and really help me shine those lights on those things. And then if you burn that after you did that, I think that right there would be a start. Like, literally the start onto that journey of getting rid of the block. Now, there's probably... I got the Riot Deification course, and I took notes, just kind of, really analyzing it, seeing what it is, and, like, how he could use that, the setup of it, you could say, to, then, feed a spirit a massive amount of energy, or just doing it in, customizing it. Just like those Radionics boxes, which I would like to get one. I just don't have the money to buy one. I think that they're awesome, though. I think that they're really awesome. It's just being able to focus that energy and then blast away all of the things holding you back with it. Like addictions, a blockage, and also could just be a limitation of your perspective. And, if you don't have enough confidence, if you don't have confidence, or you don't see yourself as someone special, it doesn't matter who tells you that you're special. It doesn't. The only thing that matters is your perspective about yourself, and because I would always try to find it with people that tell me things, and then I found out it wasn't until I saw it myself, and then when people would say it, it reaffirmed, like, it really felt good. And I'm not saying I'm like, oh, you're sitting like, hey, I need all this attention, blah blah blah. It's just nice to go out to your journey, and then other people in the universe help reaffirm that. It's like when the universe is telling you, you're doing great, keep it up. And, I've had a lot of that. Like, it was such a tremendous day earlier on, being able to getting more of this show ready. I want to be able to have a show that's going to be more kid oriented, because I think the masses, by the time they hit a certain age, they're so in their way that they're going to be plugged into whatever programming they got from their parents, the media they watch, the music they listen to, the people they went to school with. Like, it does take a lot to unprogram and then reprogram in. And I've done it. I've used substances to do it, different spirits to help me do it, and I really like who I've become because of it. And I'm thankful. I'm honestly super thankful, because I could be a homeless person. I've seen some very highly spiritual people that are, like, so in tune with the natural forces going on around them, but they're homeless. And, like, that middle driver, it's like you're not so stuck in the spiritual world, and you're not too stuck in this material world. That's kind of where the balance is for myself. Is where to draw that line, because, yeah, I might think that this might be a one situation's going on of some elites up at the top pulling strings and such, and the whole entire story. Yeah, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Honestly, maybe it's not. I'm not gonna be so stuck in one way of my mindfulness of thinking, like universal basic income. Like, I have a thought about it, and then I can change it up, because there's just so many factors, or like robots being able to be incorporated in our life, or is it a good thing or a bad thing? And you can flip flop, and you can also see how you can make things work out. And I just think it's about people being more open. And if the world was so focused on coming together to be able to help keep the world alive as well as take care of each other and quit doing the me, you know, I would I'm not pulling out any hate on, like, people doing their job, fast food or anything what they're doing, because there's hardworking people out there, but jobs are people be able to use their expression inside and be able to make money and be able to do what they want with the thing they like to do. And there's so many there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better system than being so grind, because the job I have right now, I do enjoy it for what it is, but it's a lot of time, and I want to be able to be self-sufficient, and also help out the world. I've really been able to kind of see the things I really want to go after, and I really want to help the world love the earth more, have more peace with each other. I have a very libertarian type of viewpoint where I just like, make everything legal for Pete's sake, but just do it in safe areas. Let everyone just like relax to be able to appreciate each other. And some people have made some great thoughts about the universal basic income, and it's not a horrible situation, but I wouldn't want to necessarily do it. I want to soul travel so I can build my astral temple. I feel I need to get this done. My astral traveling, I sometimes think I'm doing it, and I don't even realize, like, how simple it is. And other times I'm like, am I really doing it? Like, to that degree. Like, I'm definitely not one to be able to think I can hop in a room and then see everything that's in it. I would like to, I could try, but I don't know if that's my forte, I think you could say. Do I have a magic circle when you invoke? I do. Yeah, I do. I actually have the Evoking Eternity. The Evoking Eternity. I have been skimming that again. That's a great book. Universal Circle. And I'm not going to lie, that has helped me out so much. Because I would be more concerned on getting anything else within my temple that is possibly dangerous. It might not be good and helpful to me or the people who are around who I really care about. So that was always my concern. But the circle with Malros Hieroth attached to it is incredible. It's like, alright, I can go do these things and just shut off my mind and let go. And to me, it's like a meeting. I've felt energies before. It just sometimes feels like with the Master Key, it feels like I can walk through the Master Key into the realm of seeing where they're at. Or I can kind of be like their spirit, my spirit, like, whoop, being like magnetized together. And, whoop. But, to have the meeting and then, the crossroads experience. And then going your own way. It just feels good because it feels like an extra layer of protection. And then there's obviously other spirits of protection and all that and such. Which I think is a huge thing. I definitely am happy that, I have certain angels. I have my spirit guides. And then even entities probably I don't even know about protecting me. And that's, I just feel like having appreciation for the universe. And I feel like since I know my divine mission, well, I say I know it, but I'm probably just climbing on top of a mountain right now. And then I think I'm to the top and I look and see something. And then I turn around and realize there's something super huge right there. There's probably a lot going on. I'm not too sure, but I am open to figuring it out to see what the final thing is. It's the final countdown. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Uh, and Azra Ludu for sure. He is super awesome. When I work with him, it's basically like a blue mist that comes over, and then like it's you just see like this like Optimus Prime fire sword that's like within the blue mist, just like basically there, and like you can't even almost see the being. It's just like you see the sword, and he's just so strong and so cool, and oh, that's the fascinating thing too. It's like I don't even try to put a face on the spirit. I just let it come to me, and then with the imagination, and I've been very blessed with my imagination. Like that for me is how I do spiritual working, without a doubt. You know, feeling the energy, the connection, and then being able to see it in my mind's eye, and you know that it's incredible. But you know, I even had, where did I find him? Simon Necronomicon. I right when I said that, the phone went off. Oh, nice. There you go. But yeah, just type in Simon Necronomicon free PDF, and just start reading those. Honestly, they're incredible. It's really simple, as long as you're respectful. You know, there's some in there I'm definitely never calling. There's actually only like 4 or 5 I definitely know I want to, but it's the first time I've ever done a working where I'm just like, I'm going to do it for a full year. Like, for sure, a full year. Because it's like, it's incredible. It's already helped me out so much. Like, so many things that, like, when I end this tonight, I'm going to do a little freestyle because it's a part of my working, you know. I'm actually looking into jujitsu and learning how to fight, and you know, take care of my body in that way, and keep myself uh, flex. No, I was gonna say flexing, and that's not good. Flexibility, stretching, flexing, just stretching more and taking care of my temple long term. You know, and you know, I didn't eat right, and other things. You know, when some things are really awesome, other things I, you know, I guess there's some things you can control and other things you can't, and sometimes you think one thing's all right and it's not, and you know, it's all about understanding other people and understanding yourself, and then where you stand with things, and not just letting things just get you so defeated. You know, I've felt depressed a couple weeks ago because working with the Hawk Totem has, by the way, shout out Miles Meyer Films, my brother, he's awesome. But you know, I wanted to be able to move away in a year from now and be on a self sustain in my own customized house that's self sustaining, and also being self employed. And you know, I'm still going after that dream, and I think it's incredible. But short term and long term, I realize there's a lot of work that has to be put in. A lot of work. And that's okay. I definitely am happy and I'm all about it, but it sometimes can be an intensity when you see the true reality of your situation. And that's what Magic does. Honestly, if someone wanted to break it down, I would say seeing things for what they are. Like getting those things right slap in front of your face. And then it's up to you to be able to read those things or not do them. And my stomach kind of felt weird today. And I didn't know why, but I started feeling something. And then all of a sudden, boom, a situation occurred. And I just felt like I was waiting in anticipation for a moment like that to occur. And I wonder, am I the one that's encoded that to occur, or you know, is it just action and reaction and expels and everything else? Boom, and then after X amount of time, it will come to manifestation. Maybe it's a week, Maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 2 years. And that's something else I realized while working with King Paimon and, increasing and bettering my voice from rapping and using different syllables and different things along those ways. Like, really enhancing me, helping me out with that. And I started that a couple of years ago, and it's like, dang, was that one time asking for his assistance, and there's other times I feel him come, and I've done a couple of workings with him, but I'm like, is that still echoing on? And like, the spell hasn't even finished because I've learned different ways of rapping, different ways of mixing and mastering, things that are more people are into, and I've also seen with this Hawk Totem, the music and the appreciation I have with my life, which I have a big appreciation for it for what it does to me. Freestyling like really helps me out so much, and I honestly it's a way for me to get my emotional taken care of. Let me read. How many days do you work out? I know. Oh yeah. So my job's pretty intense. I do probably about 13 miles a day of walking and carrying things, and I work out probably about. I used to do 4 to 5 days, but since my job's so physical, I usually do maybe 2 to 3 a week. And I'm definitely losing weight, and I've been eating, and I love to run. I got a couple half marathon, 7 mile runs going on this year, and those are some huge achievements I'm excited to do. And keep pushing myself that way. I would like to get a 6 pack, but I need to really double down on my diet. Like I got yeah, because it is about what you're eating. I'm telling you this much: if you just eat really good, like chicken, eggs, fruits and vegetables, and then good amount of qualities, and not really late at night, you'll be fine. Like going to a gym, lifting some weights is great, and definitely like either walking or running outside. I would say outside in the grass because it's better on your feet. I use Vegam shoes. Hashtag let me get sponsored. I'm just playing. Not really. And oh, not only is that like a spiritual great thing, but those endorphins always help my mind and help out that emotional thing too. Like freestyling and working out really helped me get out the internal monsters, the internal things. And like I said, it wasn't until 21 I start working out. And before then, it was really bad. It was really bad. I had a lot of issues. A lot of issues going on. Yeah, and hey, I appreciate it, man. I really do. And I appreciate you keeping up with me. And I know I'm going to have you on here really soon. And Jafar, I would love to have you on here as well during these live chats. I'm going to be doing them one every 2 weeks. Just expressing myself, what's going on, any magical thing I can help out the audience with. I really enjoy during my job listening to some of my favorites in the field. I'm not gonna start name dropping because there's so many of them, but it's so entertaining to be able to just hear about people's experiences. And so I just want to express my experiences, and like I have skeletons in my closet, but I'll shine the light on them and be completely honest about things. I really will. Like that's not an issue for me. I'll just tell you the skeletons in the closet. And if I think it's even a skeleton, that's the thing. Someone might think something's a skeleton, and it might not be a skeleton in my eyes, which is all perception. But that's why I like doing it. I've like already done that. And I'd go on like, high school, middle school, college, like, and then even adult groups. Like where then you break into small groups and you have those deep conversations. I realize that as I am open about my flaws and I'm open about my just the inadequacies I would feel about myself, I was able to then overcome them. And by seeing them, then you can blow them away and get rid of them. But everything takes time. And Like I said, I'm not perfect. I have rough days. I'm wishing I, did better and, be more thankful. But then it's also there's three words, and shout out to Astrid. Astrid is awesome. Another level. Acceptance. Huge. Situations that we're in. To accept what has happened and to assess things and not getting too attached to the situation. Like, I've had to accept like a lot of realities, and a lot of workings have made me have to like really see things. That's like, this is a situation that is. All right, now reassess. That sounds weird. What you need to do now, and you know what? That's it. That's it. Oh. Oh, hang on. Can't really say that one. Bali kind of scares me in a way. Do you mean Kali? Or who are you talking about, Kiefer? Um, Another one is my awareness. Like I said, short term, long term. Being aware of things and big final goals you want to solidify. And, if you are addicted or stuck in a cycle, in the long term, it's going to mess you up if you don't get rid of it in your short term. And, I've been doing really good eating, and then we just got all these sweets, and I'm about to actually get rid of them because I want to be able to make the difference. But, you can't also hate yourself for making a mistake. I would despise myself if I was mad at myself for a mistake I made. I have to accept things and, you know, see what happens. That's all you can do. That's really all you can do, and accept things that you can't change. There was a Bible. That was a Bible verse, but it's. Let me basically. I think it's. Let me. All I know is change the things you can change, know things that you can't change, and then being able to have the distinction on between the two, and being able to have that vision, because that's gonna help out so much more, and just being aware of, you know, things that have really been helping out in your life, the people you hang out with. Because honestly, if you're not around a bunch of people who are inspiring you, wanting you to feel better, and that, then you're gonna just be stuck in the same. And if you're around people who are poisonous and you just are okay with it because you're afraid for the change, that's also gonna affect you. Like, it all comes back down and affects you. And that's kind of why I'm kind of a halfway loner. I mean, I have a lot of friends and I'll go hang out and all that, but I'm usually just so busy. And then when I get free time, it's like I have to get all my big goals done, because otherwise I'm just going to be sitting around, not accomplishing anything. And I love them. And I love doing stuff, hanging out with people, because you have to also relax. You have to balance that too. And, so it's nice to have good friends you can do that with, but if you're just around people who aren't sharpening you, and then just wasting away your life and not having those deeper discussions, or you're really not even enjoying your time with them, then it's time to cut that and go. And I'm really blessed that I have some really awesome groups of people in my life, online and offline. Truly, truly. And then the last one. Thank you all for being here, by the way. I appreciate everyone who's watching this, even if you're not in the chat. If there's any question or anything I can help answer, please put it inside the chat. And once again, I appreciate all of you. And the last thing I've been saying focused on, sparkling water is incredible. Detachment. There's the situations you gotta be aware about, and knowing the situation itself. Because you gotta know what's going on, but then to not judge yourself based upon that situation or location you're at, or being so stuck and worried about it. I've made myself so stressed out about so many things, so much, and basically made myself was so worried about everything that everyone was against me and couldn't trust anyone. So worried about so much. And honestly, the divine is all around us. It is. I mean, you can do magic and make huge things that can change your life, but at the end of the day, the divine's the thing holding the cycle out there between animals, holding the seasons together, holding the weather together, showing you the synchronicities that you can't control. You can be aware of, but you can't control them. You're just seeing them. You're sitting there, and the divine is showing them to you. Other beings are showing them to you. Like, we're all everything in the physical plane is made of the same material, stardust. We're all connected, because we all come from stardust. So we're already connected. And things in the spiritual, I don't know as well. I don't know fully as well, but I feel like it's more liquid over there. It's more liquid-like. And everything is so intertwined and together. So the divine is the one that is even beyond that. It's not good or evil. It just is. It's the way of the flow that is the divine. So worrying about every single thing is almost, I mean, it makes sense. Your car breaks down. That's stressful. That's another stressful thing inside of this world we live in. So there are people who can't get, food for the day, and they're on their own level of stress with stuff. And so it's pretty intense. Honestly, it is pretty doggone intense. And yes, I have done a past life regression. And I'll tell you it. I went with one of my friends. We were going to different crystal shops, and we were hanging out for a while. We were both going through a rough time, so we'd hang out and just talk about things. And we were like, oh, past life regression. This sounds awesome. So we went into the place. It's like this upstairs in a shaman room, and had us both lay down. And this person was basically a guided meditation. And the guided meditation was able to take me. It took me back to like being in high school in the 70s, 80s type of time. And then going to this party, a huge party. And I think just getting really messed up, and then on the way home getting in a wreck and then died. That's pretty much it. And my friend, she turned into a man and then had a wife and a kid, and we're on a farm. And we're walking around and seeing things, and she found it to be true. So, whether that was our imaginations or whatever, it was really deep and really awesome. So that's probably that's about the only one I can think of going somewhere. But I felt a huge pull to the pirates. I feel many of my lifetimes I'm kind of understanding them more, and there's even some people I meet now, it feels like I've known them in another life. And even the job I'm doing now, it feels like back in the day I was on ships, and I would go do deliveries on my own little ship to go make goals, so then I could, fund my own workings for a big long-term thing. And it's really, I had JD Temple, and I saw he was going on live too, and I love him. I love him so much. I appreciate and love you, JD. But he did this healing for me, and in my healing, I was able to, he said that he saw me in this old colonial outfit, and then out at sea, and then different sea monsters out there. And then he saw this blonde woman who was kind of looked like she's in the Greek, just really beautiful, standing there, and I think she was playing the violin. And then what was the other thing? I just remember those things, and so it was crazy because I didn't tell him about the pirate thing, and yeah, and the girl had a really big resemblance to someone who was incredible to me. Yeah, she's just super incredible. And so, it was just really a magical thing. And then I go out and then I see this person I live with, what they're watching on TV, and it's someone in a colonial outfit, like getting ready to go out to see. Oh yeah, and then someone was playing a harp in the show, and that's what the girl was playing. The blonde girl, she's playing a harp. And then it was like, like an hour later, I see it on the TV, and so I was like, wow, holy smokes. So I just felt, like that. That's why I like the Cat of the Sea. And the only little hint I'm going to give y'all is, ye boy, all I can say is, I'll be the captain in this new adventure. Yep, that's just a little breadcrumb. I'm not going to give any more away. But, let me read that. I have seen two of mine. It sounds strange, but it's kind of like a short movie. That is when I know the reincarnation. I had to stop. I will not do these anymore. Yeah. I felt like that too. I want to be able to overcome it and like be able to ascend within this body right now with my spirit. And there's some books that you can read to like try to overcome all that and everything else. I do think though all the work you do within this lifetime can take you to another like other heights. Like you can do lifetimes of work within one life. And sometimes I'm like, I'm done with this. The air part's like, I'm gonna do my absolute best to keep taking care of myself and live as long as I can. And I just want to influence to make it so the future's great for all kids. So if I have to reincarnate, at least it's in a world that's beautiful. I really, I love my dad so much, and I told him I'll just plant good seeds for the world. And that is also a perspective thing, because my thing of good seed, someone could see as bad, but that's because they're strapped into their dogma and all that. Um, he said, I would love to work with JD, but the funding's not here for me. Love. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. He's incredible. He's super incredible. Totally worth it. If you started saving for it and then like in a couple of months do it, it'd be totally worth it. And Orally too. She's incredible. Her tarot reading is just on point. Absolutely on point. Her as a person, so nice, so kind, so helpful. Like, honestly, that's the thing. All these, there's so many. I can sit here and name so many, and I appreciate every single one of them so much. From not only their works and expressing themselves, but all the things they've been able to learn. And that's why I just want to be a helper and contributor to that. And be able to help shake things up, be able to help the world become a brand new, like, form the X-Men. It's time for the X-Men to unite. There's probably already an X-Men, and when I say X-Men, I mean people just working together to make a whole new world that's in a greater light. But I know it's about empowering people and showing them the truth, or at least helping them find out things about themselves to love themselves. And I'm all about that. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that entity. I actually do not know who that is at all. Oh, what is he from? I've had only a couple scary. I mean, I don't know. Some can be like. It was pretty invigorating to doing a Simon Necronomicon spirit that I hadn't seen anyone do anything with. And then already seeing like the amount of change I've been able to have with like becoming a better individual with different things. Like, it's already incredible. Like, the amount of sharpness, and just more focus and stuff. So I mean, it was scary at first, but then I would like to actually pull up the picture. I'd pull it up in this chat. Nah, I'm not going to. But I will sometime. Whenever I make the review video, it'll probably be a part 1. Just like Hermes, I had a part 1 video. I got a part 2, and I'll probably have a part 3 and 4. That character, if you want to start working out, dude, call up. Just call up Hermes saying, hey, can you please help me work out? And that will take you to another level. And if you want to get a job, that'll make you do that too. I bet he can help you out with that. But I wanted to like really get fit, and then I didn't realize that my current situation was already doing that to me. And it's all comes down to what I'm eating. And when you work out, if you work out for like an hour, that's good. And if you did like a 20-minute cardio and then 40 minutes lifting, and then abs and stretching, that would be also incredible. And just setting goals, like I want to be a certain mile time, and I like doing Spartans, and I like running with people. I like exercising with people, and it's a great thing. It's invigorating and super, super healthy on a whole new level. What's good? Oh, what's up, Nate? What is going on, Nathan, up in here? What is up, brother? Dude, that dude is a magical homie. We've had so many moments that were like the universe speaking right to our face and the divine. Like, do you guys have those friends that it's like you're literally walking around in the Matrix? Because, like, when you hang out with them, like, all reality completely, like, changes itself. The perspectives and stuff. You definitely have to have those people in your life. That is a fact. Corn on the Cob VIP soon, y'all. Very soon. What's a good banishing? So, you can do the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. You can just type that up, and that's where you go to each corner with the angel, and you blast it with light, and then make it the star. But, for myself, I call upon my guardians. I like to call upon Ajaludu. The Master Key is also a great one to do. You can do Michael, Raphael. And, call them to be in there with you. And then burn some sage or some Palo Santos. And then command it yourself. But have your friends there with you. Lucifer is really good too. For that. Yeah, and honestly, whoever you're with, whoever they're like comfortable with, that's the way I've always been. Like, if I go to a Christian's house to cleanse the house, I'm gonna use angels. I'm not gonna use them. I'm gonna work with them because I appreciate them so much. I appreciate y'all. But it's whatever they're comfortable with. Like, some of my friends don't like angels, so it's like, all right. So what do you like, Lucifer? Okay. Banish blue. Oh, banishing oil. There we go. Yeah, and I would definitely look into that. I mean, that's that. If this dude's saying it, I would definitely be looking into that as well. He's a super corny individual. And that's why I also you guys probably heard that. That's why I use the evocation circle too, because then it's like after the whole thing's done, Mara's Hyroth. Like, to be completely honest, before getting a service from anyone, you can jump into it, but if you get this thing, if you get it, it's going to take you to a whole new level, because he's going to help you get the spirit to you as well as keep away the nonsense. So then it's like almost banishing's almost not necessary. That's kind of my whole thought process of it. And sometimes there's things you can't do, but then you hear something and then you're like, all right, shoot, please friend, just go away. I just feel like acknowledgement, saying my thought, and appreciate, not being a dick, literally being kind, and then like, all right, go. And then if you be stubborn, then if you're being mean, being cranky, being nonsense, then I'm going to call some friends in. And do we really need to go down that route? It's like, I'd rather be neutral and positive ish. Neutral and positive. Is that counterintuitive? Who knows? I banish, I reject, I deny. Yes. Yeah, dude. Honestly, no, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And that's how I feel. If there's something that starts to make noise and something that starts messing with me, then I just get at it and get it done with. And I feel like things got way worse back in my past and I didn't acknowledge it and make it happen. And it was just a mess. It was honestly a mess. It's like me not taking care of it ended up making me build up the psychic energy inside of the situation and make it go overboard and terrible. And, not exactly the best. I got one more statement and then I'm going to probably wrap this up. I've been on for an hour. I'm so happy and so thankful for every single one of you. Seriously, thank you so much. This is a quote from. He was a mentor a long time, and now we're co-partners into this new show. He's super awesome. He has so much wisdom, and he ended up saying to me, because my back, like I said, you have to get flexible and keep yourself, loosened up, drinking water. And I was like, man, there's a lot of pain. And he says, it all has to be worked out, and it's all painful. There's things in your life and realities you're going to have to face. And not everything is easy. And some things really hurt. Some things really suck. Hearing news or believing a certain thing or, like when COVID came out, you think people were able to just, I can keep the same mind state. It's like that whole statement about you could be like a monk, living off with, away from everyone and like, enter nirvana. But the true trick is how do you be that and then enter Babylon again and live within the craziness of the world? How do you do that? I think I heard that from E.A. Coetting from one of his old videos. That's always stuck with me. Because I thought about being like that off-grid, but it's like, no, I have work to do inside of this system. I just want to do it in the best way possible for myself so I can help other people, help the planet out, and make my existence here on fire with a purpose instead of just, accepting it. Like, I might have a 9 to 5, even though it's more hours than that. I might have that. But I'm still putting all my hours, and when I'm doing that job itself, I'm still putting in that energy, that positivity to make that difference. When I can, because I'm not always perfect. And that's also something I want to keep affirming. No one's perfect. Make no one your guru. Everyone can be a friend and teach you something. Some people are going to want to be the enemy, and that's fine, because in the Matrix, there's agents everywhere. So not everyone's there to be your friend. Well, I'm not trying, it's not about trying to start a war. It's just about, keeping yourself and keeping those things banished that are around you and keeping yourself protected, not only spiritually, but mentally and physically. You've been cast out. It was your time. It was your time. It was your time. Led to Gold. That was incredible. Led to Gold. That album. Honestly, that whole album was a whole chunk of my life. That was a whole entire transformation. Huge transformation. And it's like, everything I've been sending out till this point have been singles. And there's been so much transformation within that. And different people I've worked with. And understanding things at such a deeper level. And here I thought, it's easy to, make it all happen. Make it all my dreams come true right away. Oh, it's going to be so easy to have all the gold I need to be able to make my jump. To move away, closer to the beach, with an individual. And it's just a lot of things take a lot more time, and it's about understanding that, knowing the divine's on your side. Divine things happen when they're supposed to happen. And, like, if I had all the things I wanted, look at me over here, double cupping with a sparkling water and regular water. Ha! Turn up! But you know, it's if I had all the things I wanted back then that right now in my life, maybe I want to be prepared for them. And so it's about, you know, oh, happy thanks, man. You too, man. I appreciate you, man. Blessings to you, brother. It's really just about getting that taken care of. That was my ADHD. But everyone, I'm gonna wrap this up. If you like to throw a word, I'm gonna sit here for a second. Throw a word, and I can kind of rap a song to it. And you guys are all awesome. I really appreciate it. Peace. Okay, that is it. Oh, I'm gonna use that as a word. Tell me if you guys hear this. This is a new beat. And this is super hype. But another word would be great. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Alright, I'm just gonna do random stuff right out the top. And I'm going right and gonna do it to win. One more time, now I'm training here to transcend. My mind I will mend, the world don't pretend. Everyone's trying to stand there to be a friend, so it's time to turn up and be your best. I'm not sitting over here, but I am best. In the world, there's no drought. Looking in my mind what it's about. It's about changing who you are, going extra speed. Turning up every day, you will succeed. So plant a seed, put the foot to the pedal. I ain't playing games, now go grab a shovel. Turning up on the right lane. Everyone's stuck, they're all trying to be same. I'm not gonna do that, this is a fact. It's like I'm up the bat with a home run bat. Popping off. Getting faster, 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 like go. Won't be last. I'm the passer, passer, passer. Kills cat speed, got that cash. Never going back, and this is a fact. I'm up right here, give me freestyle. Killing it every day like it's 8 Mile, all while I'm going with that flow. Everyone knows it's like each syllable. Gotta go up, going down. Every day I got a crown. Never going down every day. Here's the sound beat. Bop, will not stop. Every day like chop, chop. I'm a pharaoh, unwrapped, here we go on flop. All I have to do is come back, bop. Popping into the game where I'm here. Everything in my mind I'm now seeing clear. And it makes me laugh, little like a smear. Wipe away all the haters, no tear. It's great. Pick up your speed. Like I say one more time, we will succeed. All the systems within, do it outside. And we elevate and I will survive. I'm turning up, yes I will thrive. I'm not going down and I will not hide. Nah, I'm on fire, spitting attire. Every single day I am late mire. Cause I'm wearing all black, back to back, back, back. And it's always this fact that I'm saying on my track. Going full speed, I will get it. Never going down and I will do forbidden. Cause it's ways to break out your mind. Paradigm. Every day I'm not a mime. Breaking out the box. Cause yo, I ain't wearing no socks. Alright, thank you all. I appreciate everyone here. And I'll see you all in 2 weeks. I will contact you, Kiefer, about seeing if we can get you on here. And we can hang out. Thank you all so much. Like, subscribe, share this video, and throw some comments in of things you'd like me to talk about. Thank you all.